The winning never ends. The latest victory is that Surgent Studios, the creator of Tales of Kinzara Zhao, whose CEO and founder literally created a company called Sucre Bebe with Sweet Baby Inc. founders and CEO Kim Belair, which Sucre Bebe is literally Sweet Baby, announced that they are shutting down their games division, or at least putting it on hiatus, and that they have laid off all their staff. They used the words given notice due to redundancies. And how did we win? How did we achieve this victory? We literally just did not buy their game and we let them destroy themselves. They decided to implode by obviously working with Sweet Baby, etc., trying to push the woke ideology. And we know that Sweet Baby's goal is to burn the games industry down, except all they're really doing is they're burning themselves down and burning their partners down. But before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. I rolled this up over at thatparkplace.com, and this is what Surgent Studios posted to X. We've decided to put the work of the Surgent Games division on hiatus while we secure funding for our next project. So they are completely, they're just not doing anything right now, on hiatus, basically shut down. In the meantime, we've unfortunately had to put our team on notice for redundancy, aka we laid off our entire staff. There is literally no one working at Surgent Studios now while they try to find a partner, find money to fund their next project. He went on and said, everyone at Surgent worked incredibly hard to create Tales of Kinzara Zhao, a game that truly comes from the heart. Their passion, creativity, and dedication are nothing short of extraordinary. There are still a couple of exciting updates coming down the pipeline for Zhao. But for now, we have a message. Our team has created a prototype for a bold new project. It's darker, edgier, and more visceral than our first game, but it retains all Zhao's high-octane combat and cultural depth, and we're looking for a partner. I'm not sure who would want to partner with this game, given the epic failure of Tales of Kinzara Zhao, given the fact that, as I said earlier, that Abu Bakr Salim, the company's CEO and founder, literally founded a company called Sucre Bebe, or Sweet Baby, with Sweet Baby Inc. CEO Kim Belair. And we know that company is absolute poison because they literally talk about how they're trying to push woke ideology. And we even have employees, Cameron Wild, claiming that their entire goal is to destroy the video game industry, burn it to the ground. So not sure why you would want to partner with someone who worked with those people in the past. Clearly probably has these same goals in mind. Obviously, if that is your goal, you'd want to do that. And I think there are people that like to do that stuff. Obviously, I've talked about the patronage networks that these people have where they do want to destroy these things. You can look at like the Soros group, etc. So there are people that like to do that. So maybe you'll find some money like that. But anyone who's actually probably trying to get any legitimate return on investment as far as kind of creating a quality product and getting sales, etc., you would not want to be investing in Surgent Studios whatsoever. I know I for sure would not. But this announcement came just over 3 months after the company announced that it had laid off over a dozen employees. They wrote this in July, the beginning of July. Unfortunately, Surgent has joined the growing number of games studios impacted by layoffs this year, with just over a dozen people affected. They've joined the growing list of video game developers and video games that have joined the growing list of being boycotted by gamers who are not interested in seeing the industry be burned to the ground. And they're not interested in woke ideology. Nevertheless, it goes on and says, it's a difficult time in the games industry, but we remain incredibly proud of our entire team's work on Zhao and of the praise it has received from critics and players alike. Our focus now is on supporting those affected, continuing our work on Zhao, and looking to the future with our next creative projects. So that came about, a couple months after the CEO and founder Abu Bakr Salim claimed that the game sales were fine, despite announcing that he was discounting the game. He did all this in a video where he also played the diversity victim, because of course that's what they do all the time. But he would later address the game's sales in this post here, in June. So like a month, just a month before he announced that he was laying off over a dozen people. And then what we're looking at, just like not even 6 months before he's literally like shutting his entire company down, at least the games division, and laying off everyone who worked on it. But he says the game isn't selling well. Also false. I've addressed this on an AMA Reddit. The numbers some are circulating are a fraction of our actual playership, and they're being shared in bad faith by people who are wanting to provide proof that their harassment campaign has been successful in punishing us for daring to take up space. So there you go. You can see he's kind of playing the victim there. When it was literally Sweet Baby Inc. who launched the harassment campaign against Cabrutus Rainbow. It's Sweet Baby Inc. who said that it was their goal to burn the video game industry to the ground. So you partnered with those people that want to do that. So no, you will not get to play victim in this when you were the one who was working with people trying to burn the game industry to the ground. And you pay the consequences for trying to do that. As for his comments on Reddit, this is what he said. It was a busy time. We did good, though. It helps being on multiple platforms. It's all about longevity and continuing forward. Yeah, it didn't last very long, did it, right? Longevity didn't even last a year. The more people share and talk about the game, the more it snowballs. So yeah, we hope to continue building. That clearly is not true either. I know there's a lot of people who are saying like, oh, you're giving the game attention by being negative about that. There is no actual causation there. I think that's very clear. This game being an example of that. And you can see that the game sales were not fine. Obviously, they were not fine, given the fact that he's literally putting the entire games division on hiatus and had to lay off the entire staff. But anyone who looked at these numbers could see this was happening. Like, the guy was literally just lying to people's faces. It's just, this is how disingenuous these people. They will literally lie to your face knowing that it is a lie. And then he probably would still say the game sales were fine now. I 100% think that he would say that, because that's how disingenuous these people are. They literally live a lie. But you can see here that it literally hit a peak in April of just 287 concurrent players. Only had 5 people playing. When I took the screenshot this morning, only 10 people concurrent in the last 24 hours. I mean, this game is clearly dead. And you could say like, oh, well, Nintendo, all the other stores, like, sorry, like most people are playing via Steam now. They have clear market share on this. And it's telling, right? This is so obvious that this game was not doing well. And then, as I said, we do have the information here that this game was Sweet Baby Inc. infected. Here's literally a post from their Substack saying, our friends at Surgent Studios dropped the trailer for their upcoming action-adventure platformer Tales of Kinzarazal. We had the utmost pleasure of working with Abubakar Salim and the Surgent team on this poignant story, which has been heavily inspired and influenced by Bantu mythology. We know you're going to love it as much as we do. And then we also have this document here where it shows that he was a partner with the founders of Sweet Baby Inc., David Bedard and Kim Belair. Alongside Sweet Baby Inc. employee and Suicide Squad killed the Justice League writer Amy Lee Shaw in a company named Bebe Sucre, which literally translates to Sweet Baby. You can see right there, Kim Belair, David Bedard, Abubakar Salim, right there, listed right there as a founding member, initial shareholdings of this company. He did indeed resign as director of the company on March 12th, which was just before his game was releasing, right? And that was also kind of when all of the crap storm was happening, when we really kind of found out what a lot of what was going on with Sweet Baby Inc. in the wake of all the things that we saw in Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. You can see here, resigned March 12, 2024, after he served for a year from April 27, 2023. So this is another huge, huge win for gamers. And what did we do? We literally just did not play the game at all. We didn't purchase the game. We decided to find other things to do with our time that are more beneficial to us than playing this game and funding people that hate us. And that is a winning strategy. It is a winning strategy. Boycotts do indeed work. And this is proof right here. The game shut down less than a year after being released. The company shut down less than a year after being released. Entire game division put on hiatus. The entire staff being put on notice. And this is how we win. This is how we win. And we're going to continue to do this. Obviously, you can see Unknown 9 Awakening, another example of that. It looks like it's doing even worse than Tales of Kinzarazal. Was looking at just like 169 on its first day after being released. Also, Sweet Baby Inc. infected game. So we're going to continue to do this because this is how we win. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, but to always speak the truth.